that helped catch it. Looks like Jimmy Peterson's sister. But it ain't. It's a demon, ain't it, Mama?
They can look like anything they want. Hit it, Luke.
Is it a demon for sure?
Yes. Hit it! Hit it! You did real good. Now let's drag it back to the house and give it the last rites.
Why did it look like Jimmy Peterson's sister?
I told you they could take any form they wanted to. A rabbit, a possum, even a human being. It's up to us not to be taken in. If they're sent to us, we've got to destroy them. Otherwise, this family can fall under a spell. All right, Cynthia. It's midnight. Time to begin. Do it the way I taught
you. Almighty Lord Satan, we ask thee to help us in the destruction of our enemies, as you have done for us today. We pledge ourselves to thee, and may we continue to be thy faithful servants. Whomsoever you send to us, we shall destroy, knowing it is thy will. Amen.
Now, Cynthia. Now!
Almighty Lord Satan, we worship you with all our hearts and humbly submit to your desires and commandments. We believe with everlasting conviction that you are our Creator, our benefactor, our Lord and Master. We renounce Jehovah, Jesus Christ, and all their works. And we declare to you, Lord Satan, that we have no other wish but to belong to you for all eternity.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 2 years since my last good confession.
You say it's been 2 years since your last good confession?
Yes, Father.
Let me get this straight. Do you mean to tell me that during the past 2 years you haven't been to confession? Or do you mean that you made bad confessions during this time?
I made bad confessions, Father. 10 of them.
How do you mean they were bad? Did you fail to tell some sin you were guilty of?
Yes, Father.
Why in the world did you do that?
I don't know, Father. I was afraid.
What sin were you afraid to tell?
Having carnal relations with my boyfriend, Father.
I see. Is he a Catholic?
He was, Father, but we broke up.
It was undoubtedly the best thing that could have happened. You were living in sin with him. Do you realize that?
Yes, Father.
You have committed the grievous sin of sacrilege by making false confessions. This is one of the most awful sins a Catholic can commit. Do you realize that you can burn in hell forever for this one sin? Do you understand that for 2 years the power of sanctifying grace was absent from your soul? If you had died at any time during those 2 years, you would right at this instant be burning in hell. Your immortal soul would have descended directly into the arms of Satan.
I know, Father, and I am sorry.
You had better be sorry. Now make a good act of contrition.
Oh, my God, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I renounce all my sins because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. But most of all, I renounce them because they offend thee, my God, who art all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve to help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Amen.
Tune to the Ken Perry Afternoon Show, FM radio. Nothing but the finest in album
He
music.
did? Oh, Patty, I'm so happy for you. I knew Bob would get up the nerve to ask you out.
Well, I saw the way he kept staring at you in homeroom. He's so shy. I bet the two of you will hit it right off. I'm waiting for my stepfather to get home so I can have the car. Yeah, he's working night shift, but he said I could have the car to go to the mall. Oh, he'll let me have it all right, if he doesn't wreck it on the way home. Yeah, he's been drinking like a fish again, driving my mother crazy. Oh, hang on a minute, Patty. I think I hear my stepfather at the door. Okay? Hello, Daddy.
Good morning, sweetheart. How about a big kiss for me, huh?
Daddy!
Hey, you don't have to call me Daddy all the time. I'm just your stepfather. We both know that. Nothing wrong with a little smooch now and then. Hey, where's your mother?
She went to the beauty parlor to get her hair done, remember? Hey, Dad, you said I could have the car today to go shopping. Can I?
Sure. Sure you can have the car. Now, how about a big hug and kiss for me, huh?
Oh, Daddy, you're hurting me. Please, let me go. My girlfriend Patty's on the phone. She's waiting for me to get back on the line. I told her you were at the door. Well, Patty, I'm back. Patty, are you there? Darn it, why'd she have to hang up?
Nancy? Hey, come on now, baby. What's the matter with you? We're all alone. Nobody home but us. Why don't you loosen up a little bit? Show old Brett a little of that loving you don't get from your mother.
Daddy, leave me alone.
Come on, baby. Hey, listen. Let me just see what you look like without your clothes on. I won't lay a hand on you, I promise you. We don't have to go any further than just looking. Unless you change your mind and you wanna.
Are you out of your mind? You're drunk. You don't know what you're saying. You're my stepfather. Now get out of my room right now or I'm gonna tell my mother when she comes home.
I know. You have to put up a show of resistance. But you don't fool me. I know you're no virgin. I heard you one night out on the back porch with your boyfriend. One thing for sure, you're not as frigid as your mother.
Now get out of my room.
Now, how you gonna act, huh?
Daddy, stop it.
Why don't you just relax and let Daddy make you feel good, huh?
Daddy, please.
Ain't that good, honey? Huh?
How far are you going, honey?
California.
That's quite a long trip. What would you do for me if I agreed to take you as far as 600 miles of it?
What do you mean?
Don't play coy with me, young stuff. I'll make it simple for you. 300 miles, then we share a motel room. Tomorrow, another 300 miles, another motel room. And we kiss each other goodbye in the morning with no hard feelings. That way your conscience is clear, you paid your way.
Hey, Hank, I wouldn't mind picking her up. Looks like we're just a couple minutes too late, though, huh?
Yeah, good thing, too. Obviously, she's jailbait.
You think so? I wonder where she's headed.
Dream on. But you're never gonna find out. She's gonna jump into that cat's car and be long gone.
But I'm only going as far as Detroit. Get it for L.A. or Frisco.
Hey, Hank, that girl's still back there. Looks like her and that guy are having some kind of an argument or something.
Look, I'm telling you one more time, mister. You get out of here or I'm gonna call a cop. As a matter of fact, my stepfather is on the police force.
You smart young slut.
Hey, that guy didn't pick her up. I'm gonna go get her, Hank.
For Christ's sake, forget it, Tom. There'll be plenty of chicks in Lauderdale. You're liable to get her in here with us, and then she'll tear open her blouse and threaten to yell rape to the nearest cop, unless we give up all the money we got in our pockets.
She wouldn't get much. She's probably just a nice young girl who needs a lift, huh?
Oh, wise up, white boy. Most of the time, if a good looker like that has to go begging for something, it means she's in some kind of trouble. Either that or she is trouble. Now, why you want to mess up a good vacation?
If we don't pick her up, she's liable to be picked up by some creep. I'm going back for her.
All right. You're the driver. But I sure hope you ain't doing something dumb.
Cool it, Hank.
Hi. You need a lift?
Didn't you just go around the block before?
Yeah, I was going to pick you up the first time, but looks like you had your problem solved.
Oh, I'd have my problem solved for good. All I had to do was let that man take me to a motel room. Is that what you were after, too?
I told you, Tom, the chick's nothing but trouble.
Shut up. We can all reach an understanding. Me and Hank, we're not creeps. We give you a ride. You don't owe us anything. I just don't want you to get picked up by some kind of lunatic, that's all. We're headed down to Lauderdale.
Well, I wanted to go to my sister's place in California.
Kids will be going back to college to finish out the term. A good many that make the Lauderdale scene from schools in the Midwest and so on.
You'll be able to check out a route on a personal level. Make sure it's somebody safe.
Well...
Come on.
Hi, honey.
Bert, what happened to your forehead?
Oh, I got a little bruise locking up a drunk.
Where's Nancy? I had the impression that she wanted to take your car to the mall today.
As far as I'm concerned, she did go to the mall. She wasn't here when I got home. One of her girlfriends must have picked her up early. Honey, you got a cup of coffee for me?
Sure, dear. Go ahead and sit down. I'll bring it in to you. She probably went with Patty. She's not dating anyone new, is she?
How would I know, Harriet? I can't keep track of that wild crowd she hangs around with.
Well, I don't think they're particularly wild. They're a lot nicer than most teenagers are these days.
That's what you think.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, don't worry. They know what it's all about. I could tell you a few things.
Well, tell me if it's something I ought to know.
It's just that Nancy's not everything you think she is.
I think you'd better explain yourself.
Well, I've been debating in my mind for some time now whether I should say anything, but well, I guess it's best that you know. She pretends to be so sweet and innocent whenever you're around. And it's just an act. She's been flaunting her little body at me.
What do you mean?
Man, you know, rubbing up against me whenever she gets an excuse. God knows I've tried to avoid her. I'll be darned if I know what her game is. Sometimes I think she's trying to break you and me up.
Bert, are you saying that Nancy tried to seduce you?
Oh, I don't think she'd ever want to go that far, but, well, let's say she's just trying to test her sex appeal in a juvenile way. Mind you, I have no doubt she's still a virgin.
Well, I happen to know that she's not. She was pretty broken-hearted when her boyfriend dumped her. And I heard a conversation the other night that made it pretty clear that they've been sleeping together. Well, Nancy won't confide in me. I just have to find out everything accidentally.
You know what I think, honey? I think she just resents the fact that I'm not a real father. That's why I've been hitting the bottle again lately. Till now, I haven't been able to bring myself to tell you how she's been acting. Such a terrible thing to have to face up to. So I've been carrying it on my shoulders to shield you from it.
Bert, you and I haven't been very close lately. Could it be because of what you've been going through with Nancy?
Oh, but of course, honey. What do you think? I love you, and I don't want to lose you. And I've been afraid Nancy had come to you with some wild story about me. That's why I wanted you to hear my side of it first, so nothing could ever come between us. I know we have to give Nancy love and understanding, but the important thing is, darling, for you and me to stick together. Terry's already gone off to California. I suppose before long, Nancy will go off on her own, too. We won't have anybody but each other to lean on in our old age, dear.
Want to fill her up?
Okay. Save your men's room.
Yeah, it's around there. It's unlocked.
You want a potato chip, Hank?
No.
You sure?
I don't want any. You know, when we get to Lauderdale, I hope you aren't figuring on hanging around with Tom and me. Making a pest of yourself.
Now, don't worry. I can make my own friends. I think you better have a little talk with Tom. I don't think he feels the same way about me as you do.
I don't have anything against you. I mean, it's nothing personal. But this trip was supposed to be mine and Tom's?
Yeah.
Pardon me, young man. Is that your van?
No, it's not mine. It's my friend's.
I'm Reverend Carrington. pastor of the First Baptist Church. This is my daughter, Sandra, home from college for the holiday.
The bus from Perryville let us off at the crossroads. It's still a long way home for us if we walk it, 10 miles.
What are you majoring in, Sandra?
Education?
You gonna be a teacher, huh?
I hope so.
You seem to be headed in our direction. Do you mind if we ride with you a short piece? Believe me, I hate to be so forward. You two fellas are strangers and don't owe us anything. Truth is, I don't mind walking 10 miles, but I'm scared to be out all alone on those back roads with my daughter. It's too dangerous. There's been a half a dozen people found dead around here just in the past couple of years since I came here to preach. Some look like accidents, some obviously murdered. A man and wife in my own congregation was found burnt to death in their cottage.
The sheriff ruled accident, but that don't explain why a half-empty can of gasoline was found back in the woods. Some of the lawmen around here don't feel too particularly about anybody who isn't white.
Watch your mouth, preacher. I'll be $20. Your tank was burned dry.
Real friendly guy, ain't he?
Will you let us ride with you?
Sure, it's no problem. Maybe you can point out a good place for us to make camp.
Lord have mercy if you decide to camp out around here. Didn't you hear me say some people have been murdered? Why don't you let me put you up at our place?
We're much obliged, sir, but we'd rather camp out under the stars.
It was very nice of those young people to give us a ride.
I hope they listen to what you told them and don't go camping out around here. Why don't we go into the house first, rest, get something to eat, and then you can come back and visit the grave later?
No, I'd rather do it now, and it won't hurt for you to come along. When was the last time you prayed for your mother's immortal soul?
I pray for her every night, Daddy. And nothing in the Bible says I have to do it beside her tombstone.
Watch your mouth, girl. While you live under my roof, you'll treat my beliefs with respect. And you'll respect your mother's blessed memory.
I've finished my prayer, Daddy. I'm going to the house and make some tea and sandwiches. I'll take the suitcase.
Blood out there to this. Careful. Yeah. It's been lazy all summer long. Careful out there today.
Hi, could I have a 6-pack of Pabst, please?
Hey,
stranger, come here.
What is this?
Hey, boy, what you doing in here? What you doing here? You in the wrong place, brother. Where you get that black Sambo at? That one up here.
Hey, Annie, you don't serve any people like that.
Sambo.
Hey, it's all right. Take your boy along.
Get the road and watch it. All right. I'm looking on you, black boy. I got your boy, huh?
Look here. Hey, you two. You. Get over here. Now, move it.
Hey, Bobby Joe, I thought you wanted to do some coon hunting.
Which one of you owns this van?
I do.
Okay, take your 6-pack, get in the van, get out of town, now. You heard the man. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We don't need your kind around here.
Need you. Hank, move
Use your white trash. Let's go. We don't need you. That's all we need around here. Call them officers. We don't need people like that around here.
I thought they were going to smack us. We're lucky we got out of there in one piece.
I can't believe it. Why were they picking on us?
Those loudmouth hunkies. Find the grocery store, Tom. Let's teach these hicks a lesson.
No, Hank, we better be careful. This isn't the place to try anything foolish.
Well, you're chicken. I can't believe you let those creeps scare you.
Try what?
Well, I might as well tell you as long as you're going to be riding with us. And me and Hank, we ain't exactly rich. So, before we left school, we figured out a careful budget. We decided that if we paid for gas, well, then we wouldn't have enough money for food. And if we paid for food, we wouldn't have enough money for gas. So, we've been stealing groceries all the way from Pennsylvania to Florida. That's how we've been making it. Listen, if you don't want to stay with us now that you know, we'll let you out and you can hitch another ride.
After you talked me into going to Florida instead of California.
How much bread you got on you, girl?
$14.
Certainly not enough to feed yourself all the way to Frisco.
Then you have to steal. And if you have to, well, then it's not a sin.
Daddy, is that you?
Here's a nice grocery store just made to order. You could help us pull this off.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
But if you stick with us without doing your share, you're going to be eating stolen food anyway.
last seen in a blue and white van heading toward the Walnut Street Bridge.
Tim, Mike, get on him.
Uh-oh, it's the cops.
Tom, hurry up!
Hit the gas. Faster, Tom.
I got it to the floor now. It won't go any faster.
far back are they? They can't see us, Tom. Turn off. She's down to the floor. I'm pulling it here.
I don't hear the siren anymore.
Hank, did we lose him? I think we lost him.
Could be. Damn right we did. You did it, Tom.
All right.
Wow, what a rush. I'd love to be with you two in the store whenever you...
Tom, look out.
Whoa, I almost hit that guy.
He was carrying something. Did you see that?
It's lucky I saw anything at all. Thanks for telling me, Nance.
There's something creepy about that guy. I got a look at his face. He was grinning even when it looked like you were going to hit him, Tom. I swear he had this strange look on his face. I thought I saw shoes sticking out from under that blanket.
Nah, he was just a big farmer with a bundle. Your mind's playing tricks on you, girl. You're all shook up. As soon as we find a good campsite, we'll smoke some of this good hash and loosen you up.
If religion was a thing that money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. All my trials, Lord, soon be over.
Nancy, you sing nice.
Thank you.
Doesn't she sing nice, Hank?
I don't think she got much right to be singing a slave song.
Come on now, Hank. Don't start getting paranoid on us.
Who's paranoid? Not me. I just said I don't think a white girl ought to be singing a slave song, that's all. Black people paid their dues in that area, not whites. A white chick like Nancy can't have the least idea of the feeling behind the black spiritual.
That's bull, Hank. What's wrong with you?
You don't like me, do you, Hank?
It dawned on me that you gotta be running away from home. And if so, me and poor innocent Tom are accessories. How old are you?
19. Well, 17. Almost 18.
You sure you ain't 16 or 15?
Damn it, Hank, leave her alone.
Shut up, white boy. One of us has got to have the sense to find out how much hot water we may be in. You ever hear of the Mann Act?
I can't believe
Transporting a minor across state lines? You better think about it, Tom. We could have the FBI on our ass.
You're crazy. We both know you flunked out of law school. Now come off it. Don't mind him, Nancy. He just gets a little bit mean when he gets stoned. He'll be okay in a while.
Look, if you're uptight about me, Hank, you don't need to keep me around. I don't want to be a burden on you. We can go our separate ways in the morning.
He doesn't mean anything, Nancy. Damn it, Hank, tell her you don't mean it. Now you've gone and hurt her feelings.
I do mean it. We hardly know that chick. I warned you she'd be trouble.
You're the one who's trouble. I wish you learned how to keep your big mouth shut. Tomorrow morning you won't even know what a hassle you caused. Nancy! Hey, you might tell somebody if you got a problem.
What makes you think I have one?
Okay. So if you don't have one, we won't talk about it. Listen, I just want to tell you that Hank's really not a bad guy. He'll let you stay, you'll see. Everything will be okay in the morning.
I had a bad experience with my stepfather. Well, my mother, she doesn't know what he's like. She probably wouldn't believe me if I told her. The only person I have to run to is my sister in California.
I'm sorry. You should have told somebody.
I don't want to be a burden. And listen, I'd really rather not come between you and your friend. You'll be better off without me.
That's not true at all. You've been helpful and fun to be with. Hey, I want you to stay, Nancy. Hank? Is that you? Hank? Hank, is that you? Hank! Hank, is that you? It's probably some kind of an animal. A hyena, maybe. If I've got him around here. Come on, Nancy. Let's go back and turn in.
Bert, I have a feeling that something happened between you and my daughter. Now, I think you're lying to me about this, Bert, and I want to know why. Why didn't Nancy come home?
Damn it, Harriet, how the hell should I know? I told you that kid's not as innocent as you make her out to be. She's probably somewhere carrying on.
But it isn't like Nancy to stay out this late without phoning. Now, I'm worried about this, Bert. And I think you know something that you're not telling me.
Now, will you stop imagining things? I've got to get down to the station house. As soon as I do get down there, I'll check the police blotter if it'll make you feel any better. And if anything's happened to Nancy the police know about, I'll get all the facts. One way or another, I'll call you in a couple of hours. Now, calm down. By the time I do call you, she'll probably be home in bed, safe and sound.